Alright, so Bilt is back. It feels like just like last month I was talking about how they split from Wells Fargo and they are already back. They have at least one new credit card, it looks like. They got some new designs, full revamp, back in action. We're going to be taking a look at it. I'm going to be giving some of my thoughts on this. So, Bilt, if you don't know, is most famous for being that credit card that you can use to pay rent with and, get points off of and whatnot. It's in all their advertisements and everything. I've had mixed thoughts on Bilt, but like I said, they really revamped since they left or they split from Wells Fargo. So we're gonna be looking at it. So first is the Bilt Blue Card. So this is the no annual fee card. They got a no annual fee, a $95 annual fee, and then a $4.95 annual fee, which is pretty standard. They took that route. Before, I believe there's only one or two cards. I only remember the black Bilt card, but I'm not sure, right? I don't have the card. But so for the annual fee card, first off, they got the $100 of Bilt Cash as a sign-up bonus, which Bilt Cash is basically just going to be their, just like Amex MR points, Chase UR points. That's going to be Bilt Cash. So $100 sign-up bonus, which is going to be, decent, I guess, for a no annual fee card. And then everyday spend is going to be 1x on everything, right? Pretty standard, right? It's an introductory card, so we could cut it some slack. And then, so they got Bilt exclusive bonus rewards, 4x back and Bilt Cash on everyday spend. And then housing only up to 1.25x points on rent and mortgage. So obviously, again, that's where this card is going to shine, and where this card made its name is going to be on rent and mortgage. Being able to earn points, no fee on rent and whatnot. So that's going to be pretty standard, right? That's a no annual fee. That's an introductory card. Nothing fancy. But again, if you want a credit card that, you don't have to pay rent and have the fees and whatnot, then there's your card right there with no annual fee. Then they got the Bilt Obsidian credit card, and they say for dining and or grocery maximizers, this card is $95 annual fee. Sign up bonus on this is $200, which I'm not gonna lie, I feel like is a little low for a $95 annual fee card, but you give your opinion on that. And then we got 3x on dining and grocery, pretty good. 2x on travel, and then everyday spend, 1x. And then the same multipliers for the Bilt exclusive bonus rewards. And then some of the other benefits include no transaction fees on housing payments, $100 travel credit, 2 times a year fit in $50 statement credits. That's pretty good. And then trip delay insurance, stack rewards with neighborhood benefits. So that's going to be the Obsidian card. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I think the intro bonus is just a little low for a $95 annual fee. To have the sign-up bonus be 2x of your annual fee, or what is that? 1x, 2x, just $100 more. That's a little, just that just sounds crazy as a thought. But overall, standard, not doing nothing crazy. But again, the selling point of this credit card is using it for rent, to dodge the fees and get points for paying rent, right? That's the selling point of this card. You're not looking at it like a Chase Sapphire platinum card. You're gonna look at it wrong if you're looking at it like that, because that everything else it's coming with is just kind of extra padding to it, because the main selling point is points for paying rent, right? And with no fee. Then this is the new card. This is completely new. The Palladium card. This is gonna be, I believe they said it's the reflective mirror card. I don't know if all of them. Okay, not all of them are mirror cards, but this is their platinum metal card. I'm sure it's metal. $4.95 annual fee. So this is a heavy annual fee. Let's look at what it's got. So 50K Bilt points as a sign-up bonus and gold status after you spend 4K on purchases excluding rent or mortgage in your first 3 months. So that's actually kind of crazy, because with most credit cards, you know, any platinum, whatever, Citi Strata, you can use, you know, your rent payment to pay for an intro bonus. When you see these intro bonuses that are 3K, 4K, 6K, etc., in a certain amount of months, you can pay your rent or mortgage and it go towards your intro bonus, right? This is kind of crazy because I've never seen this before, and obviously, again, it goes through with the theme of, you know, this card, but that's kind of crazy. I've never seen that before. Them saying you can't use it. The spend towards rent and mortgage does not go towards the 4K for the intro bonus. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie. But it also includes $300 of Bilt cash as a sign-up bonus, which again, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just nitpicking, but $100 more than the annual fee card, that's $400 less, just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like just visually, but okay, it's on top of the Bilt points and gold status. It's a lot there in that sign-up bonus, but excluding rent or mortgage is I think it's kind of weird. I think that's kind of weird. But if you take a quick Google search on 50K Bilt points worth, it's gonna be over between $500 and $1,100. So that sounds pretty standard, in line with the $500 annual fee card, and then gold status, right? Which is gonna come with some good stuff, right? 2x on everyday spend. Now I'm assuming everyday spend is all purchases, right? They're general purchases. So 2x, real good. And then some of the feature benefits besides, you know, some of the other stuff that the other cards had. $400 Bilt travel hotel credit as $200 statement credits twice a year. And then $200 of Bilt cash awarded annually, up to $100 Bilt cash rolls over into the next calendar year. Okay, I see what they're doing there, kind of being a little preferential. And then Priority Pass. Wow, I didn't even see that. It also comes with Priority Pass. So those are the main benefits of the credit cards. You can look, they have a bunch. Obviously, there's going to be like the little stuff, warranty, trip delay reimbursement, baggage delay insurance, stuff like that. But this is the meat and potatoes. I'm not going to lie, this credit card is pretty nice. Bilt, I feel like, is more targeted towards people who are not really into credit cards as it is. So I feel like this card is pretty good for those types of people. I'm not going to lie, between the Priority Pass, between all the Bilt cash, between the travel credit, or the hotel credit rather, and then the intro bonus, this is a pretty good credit card. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think this is really solid. I like the Palladium card. I probably like the Palladium card the most out of all of these because I feel like it does the most. It goes the most above and beyond. I feel like the Obsidian and the blue card are a little bit more standard, which again, this card I feel like is more targeted towards just being a standard credit card for most people who are not super into credit cards, and rent focused. But the Palladium card, I'm not gonna lie, it shines. That's a nice credit card. That's a nice credit card. But let me know what you guys think. These just came out. Like I said, they just split from Wells Fargo, and this is the new era. So tell me what you guys think. I like what they did. I like what they did. Nothing bad here. First two cards kind of standard, and the Palladium card real nice. I'm not gonna lie. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. See you guys in the next one. Peace.